constant joy. I mean, like I love like, but when you get a puppy, it's like it's a whole thing.
Gosh, yeah, so much happiness, and he's pretty good so far. Like he's had a little bit of crying, and whining just like when it's bedtime and he has to go in the crate. But I feel like with practice he'll get used to it, and I don't know, he listens. Like he already knows a couple of commands.
Wow, that's super impressive. Well, I mean, I know golden doodles are smart, golden retrievers and whatnot.
He's smarter than the last dog was. He was so dumb.
So did you take him on a walk already? Was that what you were doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I took him outside on a couple of just like short little walks-ish around the neighborhood. And that's good because I like to go for walks, and it's nice to have a little partner to go get my steps with me.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, yay.
Like, I want to go home because I want to spend time with him. He's so cute.
Did your parents say that? They're like, we got the dog, so you come back more. That's what something my mom would say.
They're like, oh, so by the way, Maddie, like if we're ever going somewhere like on a trip, like we can leave him with you. I was like, yes, you can leave him with me. I actually love nothing more.
Absolutely.
I mean, so long as like I'm around to like take him out and stuff. Sorry, I'm just moving my phone. But yeah, so it's been an exciting week.
Wow. And then I just saw Philippa said. Oh, I was just reading. I didn't know if because Philippa said, guess what I did my first 10K run today? I walked some and ran some of it.
Wait, crazy. Congrats, Philippa. That's a huge accomplishment.
A big deal.
I would like to work up to doing a 10K run. That's no small feat. That's like 6.8 miles, I think.
Is it? That's a lot.
I ran a 10K once in my life, and it was before all of this. So
I was never a runner. Never. So
on that. Hang on. FL says, can't stay, but I love money. Keep on. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Come join us. We do this every week. So
it's so weird. So now I'm not seeing any more comments. I just was like, I'm going to say this comment because I don't know if she can see it or not.
Okay, let me see if we missed any others. I don't believe we did.
Yay.
But I'll read them out as they come in. Okay, yes, now I see Philippa. It said, took me an hour and 40 minutes. That sounds fast to me. I don't know, like distance run, but that just sounds impressive.
I was just going to say, wow, that sounds very impressive. Like...
You're also looking at the girl who can't run. So honestly, anything is impressive, but I feel like an hour and 40 minutes to run 10 kilometers is very fast.
Very, very impressive.
How has your weekend been, Tommy?
Really good because the weather's nice. So yesterday I swam. Today I'm my time, I know I've always said, but like with the sunshine, I'm really like, dang, I thought I was going to get way more done before. And like, I thought I was going to get a swim in before we had our live. And I was like, there's not enough time. So
it's on the weekend. I don't know about you, but like, I just want to relax. So I just want to like.
I know. So I was like, I think we'll have to move these to like earlier because this is like right in the middle of the day. I'm like, this is prime swimming time.
Oh, well, we can make it quick for sure.
Well, no big deal. I still like catching up. I just was wondering if anyone else has found, like, I know with brain injuries, we have a difficult time with managing time anyways. Like, things take us longer. If anyone has tips for how you get better at gauging that, like, I'm just always like, oh, yeah, I'll do that real quick. And then I'm like, 1 hour later. Like, crap.
That's actually a really interesting point because I do relate to that, and I think a lot, like, there's that constant feeling of just there's never enough time in the day, and like I yes to a million things, and like I forget everything takes me longer than it used to, and it's just like I don't necessarily have time to do all of this.
I don't know if this is effective. I just started doing it, but I'm trying to break things up into just 3 tasks. And like, I actually got a notebook out and I'm writing it down. Cause what I found is I tell myself I'm going to do these 3 things and they're like work related. And then while I'm responding to comments, I'll see a message come in and then all of a sudden I'm in my messenger.
And that's your priority.
So
Yep.
I've been starting to write down everything that I'm doing so I can also like get myself back to what I'm supposed to. But
And you know, that's actually like time tracking like that. I used to do that. I should probably start it again, but it's really good for you to see like where and how you are spending your time. So you're like, okay, 30 minutes like doing the laundry, and then but then I took like a 30-minute break to just like go on social media and like not do anything productive. Like it is a very good way to like documenting all of what you're doing is a great way to figure out where you can make improvements.
And I even took it like the other way. I also like to use it to build up my confidence because I have a tendency to always try and like earn things. Like you earn your break. Let me get all these household chores done and then I'll like go watch a movie. And I'm finding that like I just keep adding chores. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just having at a time. Like I was like, at noon, you're done. And I looked at my list, and when I started saying, but I need to do more, I was like, look at all the things you've already done. We're done. We're stopping now.
Right. Oh, did you have a comment or a question, Familiar Stranger? Just wrote like the hands up emoji, so I don't know if that means you have a question or not.
I feel like I've finally gotten old. You guys are using emoji. Like people are using slang that I don't know. Like I was like,
you know emojis. You use them all.
I do, but like, I don't know. I can't remember. There was one just recently that my brother was like, that's not what that emoji means. Like, that's not how people are interpreting it. And I can't remember which one it is right now. I
will be the first to say that I'm a huge proponent of just throwing out random emojis for the sake of it and leaving it up to interpretation. Just throw them there and then let the other person figure out what it means. Sometimes it's fun to be cryptic.
I love that. Like the hands up, I would think like, yeah, I feel that. Like, I don't know. What is everyone else? What do you interpret when you see that?
I did it as hands up, like I have a question.
Oh. I take the one hand as like you're raising your hand, but I guess I get that. I had two questions.
We should turn our weekly live into an emoji interpretation.
I mean, it's funny because everyone's brain's so different. Like, what?
Plop an emoji in and we'll tell you what it means. That's too funny.
Did you know that the poop emoji was actually originally, they thought it was like chocolate ice cream? Like, ooh, that's how they first intended it. They intended it to be like a like soft serve of ice cream, but everybody was like, it looks like poop.
Like, I don't see it. If it were soft serve, it should be like on a cone or something.
That's
not just like
what I thought. I don't know if that's true. Someone just said it to me once and it made me laugh really hard. And I was like, that's actually really funny. If you imagine that's your job and you're like, no, it's ice cream. And everyone's like, that's poop, dude. That's poop.
Like, that would be such a cool job to just, like, make up emojis or, like, that would be so cool.
I always wonder how they vote.
For everyone on here. If you could invent an emoji, what would your emoji be? For anyone to answer. Tawny?
Ooh. Well, of course, my first thing was, like, a mermaid, but there already is a mermaid. I mean, I'm plant-based friendly, so there needs to be, like, a cannabis lead. There needs to be, like, a bomb. Oh, like, there isn't. We use the one, there's a leaf that, like, a lot of people use. There's, like, the growing one, or there's the one that, like, has the, I don't know, looks like this.
Yeah.
But there's not actually one, so that would probably be mine.
Nice. Anyone else have any good ones? I myself don't know what my emoji would be.
I'm trying to think of like maybe or like a facial expression that we make that is not yet in there. I don't know. I feel like they're covering it every time because every time I think of like something that I do with my face, I'm like, no, wait, there is an emoji for that.
I feel like something I'm constantly looking for is more ways to express like dissatisfaction or like upset. or just like the general ugh feeling.
Oh,
Like
you're
I
right.
there were more than what
Yeah.
we have.
I mean, I'm gonna say food. I would like more food and drink options.
Food and drink. That's true. I would like to see there aren't that many just like a Moscow Mule. That's what I need to see. A Moscow.
I'm submitting a Moscow Mule.
There's like a couple random like alcoholic drinks, but it's like a glass
Yeah.
of bourbon.
Wait, don't they have that little shot glass? That to me is like the bourbon, the little.
Oh, it's a shot. I thought it was bourbon.
I guess it is just. I don't know.
Oh, Liz says, can we have a conversation about the AVM? Definitely. If you have any questions, definitely just put them in the chat. We are here to talk about whatever, and we're currently just chatting about emojis.
Forget.
Put all of your questions, comments, whatever in here, and I'll read them out because I don't think Tani can see them anymore, which is weird how that happened. But
I know, I forget. Hey, I'll maybe ask you this. Do you find, like, because we share our health stuff so often that, like, I sometimes forget that some people do not understand? Like, I feel like because I talk about it all the time that, like, maybe when I meet someone new, I'm just like I was on a live the other day and I was like, oh yeah, my brain blew up. And someone was like, wait, what? What does that mean? And I was like, oh, like I should explain a little bit more.
Yeah. Especially when you meet new people, you mean, right?
Yeah. Or just like on the day to day, like I don't bring it up all the time because I'm just like, I don't.
Yeah, I actually, on that topic, I do have an interesting story there, and I'm curious to know if you, Tani, or anyone else has had something happen like this before, because as most of you on here know that me and Tani are both very vocal in the brain injury community, and we're very sharing of like our journeys with recovery and how the strokes have affected us, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, a couple months ago, I was traveling and I went out with my friend, like to a bar or whatever. And he was like, oh, my friends are here. Like, let's hang out. And I'm like, okay, great. An opportunity to meet new people and like connect. And I was talking with like some new people and it was interesting because I also feel like you, Tani, that like a lot of people just know about how I had a stroke and like it affects me because I, like you, am also like sharing a lot on social media, so I almost kind of forget that I really know. And like I met someone and we were talking and it was interesting. I feel like aware of the fact that I had a stroke and like how it affects me. It's a big part of my life, whatever. But in our conversation, that never even came up. And it was crazy to me that like it was a good reminder to me that I can still meet people and not have like my disability or like the fact that I have a stroke be like the only thing to consider and that they can't see beyond that. Like we were having real conversations about just all sorts of different things, like my job, like the nonprofit that I'm on the board for, where we live, and like things we like to do, hobbies, and like the stroke never even came up. And I just found that to be like very interesting.
I love hearing that, like, so much. That's really cool to know that, you know, it's not the first thing that someone has to comment on. That I think enough people are just like, I can just talk to you as a person. Like, I hope with the awareness for the disability community, also the LGBTQ community, that more people are realizing, like, it's kind of rude when the first thing you say to someone is like, hi, so what's wrong with you? Or like, what are you? Like, it
is a little rude. Or like, yeah, what happened to your arm? What happened to your leg? Whatever. Like, that should be something that I choose to share with you if I want to.
Yeah. And so...
I don't know about you too, Tani, or anyone else, but like I, for a long time, struggled really hard with just people I met wouldn't be able to see beyond the fact that I had a stroke or like that I have a disability, like all of that. Like I thought that would be the only thing that they saw when they see or speak to me.
And then to have
that experience proved it.
That makes me happy to hear. Because there needs to be more interactions like that. And like you said, you should be the one to bring it up.
It says, I think asking better than just looking too much.
That's true. I mean, I would prefer someone to ask me than to just keep staring.
Right. I guess what I would say to that is like to whoever it was, like they shouldn't be staring in the first place. Like there's literally nothing to stare or look at. Like we're all just people.
Yeah. I mean, I'll agree. Because in the beginning, when I had more visible, it was like I would catch myself telling a lot of people, like, do you want to ask something? Do you want to take a picture? Can I help you? Are we
right? Because I mean, it is rude, and I guess maybe not. Like people sometimes I think don't realize that they're staring, and that's part of the problem.
Yeah. Is that they don't realize. I think that's a good point. I
guess the moral of that is don't stare. Honestly, at anyone. Like, there's no reason to stare at anyone.
Yeah. I think it's just like I just thought everyone knew. Like, if you're staring at someone and then they make eye contact with you, you don't just keep staring. You either like.
That's kind of like your cue.
Yeah.
You know?
To look away or to have a conversation.
Exactly. I thought someone said something, but no. Just more people joining. Hello, everyone. If anyone does have any questions or comments, like definitely just put it in the chat because we're open to talking about whatever.
I can ask you, did you, since you just had your 5-year, did you come across, did anybody say like, oh, it's been that long? Like, I don't know. I had a couple people, it was interesting. They were like, I know that happened so long ago. Like, why do you still talk about it? And I was like, because I was like, I can't wait to celebrate 10 years out, 20 years out. Like, it's a big deal. So I was just wondering if that was just.
I feel like people, because I have also kind of had people say similar type things. And I feel like that kind of, to me, that stems from not really understanding like the gravity of it. Like, think about it. We quite literally faced death in the eyes, and yet here we are. Like, our lives are something beautiful to be celebrated. And I think normies or people who maybe haven't had experience with a traumatic injury or something like that, like maybe don't get like how big of a deal this is.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
I try to tell people, I'm like, imagine when you have any kind of surgery. I'm like, and I had surgery on my brain. Like, if people have back surgery, you don't tell them a couple years out. You're like, oh my God, get over it.
Like, not just any surgery, like probably the hardest surgery that exists.
So that is, I like how you approach that more with like education, like just educating them more of like why that it is a big deal.
Right, because I think like for me it stems back to, my mantra is obstacles are opportunities. And an obstacle such as like someone not understanding is an opportunity to kind of like convert them and turn them into understanding.
Yeah.
If that.
No, that makes perfect sense.
So I think someone sent a question. Hang on. Oh no. That was someone requesting to join. If you could, I saw your request, Melissa. On this live, it's just going to be me and Tani, but if you have a question, you can put it onto the little, what's it called, the comment box.
And if you want to, we do interview. If you would like to, message us so then we can figure out a time.
Set up a 3-way Instagram live.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a live with us next, we do these. We do use. So we would love to speak with you and do a live with you. Just send us DMs.
Are you, I feel like you always travel. Oh, sorry.
I know, I was just thinking travel too.
I was like, where are you going this summer? What are your plans?
I want to hear yours first.
So with Patrick, Patrick's gone for work again. He's going to be.
How long is he gone for?
A month. A month. Yeah, Canada. He's in Vancouver right now. After 4th of July, he should be back home. So most likely I'll just be hanging out here. And then usually my mom goes to Colorado for her birthday at the end of August. So I'm hoping that I will meet her out there. I would love to like wiggle in a trip to Ohio too to see that side of the family. But I know looking at the prices for flights because the gas and everything, it's just like nuts.
Oh my god, flights are just crazy expensive right now.
Yeah. I mean, I know they always hike them up in the summer. It's always like the summer and the holidays because they know we're traveling, but I was just like, I mean, I would like to go a million places, but most likely probably Colorado.
And maybe Ohio.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do both. It would be cool.
That's amazing.
Just because I feel bad. I mean, when I get to see my mom in Colorado, but I don't get to see, like, I haven't seen my grandma now. It's at least been a year. It's at least been a year since I've seen everybody over there.
Remind me where in Colorado you are? Or they are?
Outside of Denver. So a whole bunch of places. Arvada, Lakewood, Littleton, Golden.
I'm trying to get to, I've never been to Colorado at all. I'm trying to get to Denver. I have a really close friend who lives out there. Trying to get out there before the end of the year.
Ooh.
But no summer.
No summer.
We don't know when, but I'm really hoping to. And if not, then but yeah, that would be fun. So that would be after the 4th when Patrick gets back, I presume.
Yes, we trade off. Someone's got to stay with the animals. Like this.
Right.
The snake had 2 eggs. They did not last. It was not my fault. Patrick had. Yeah. So, and she has 2 more in her belly. So every day. How? Because there's.
Do you have multiple snakes?
Oh God, yeah. We have 2. I don't know what kind of
God.
snakes. Yeah. So that's fun. I was like, of course you're gone for a month.
Like a male.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to once she lays them. I'm gonna. It's scary.
Where do you put the baby snakes?
We have an incubator because we're trying to, she had eggs last year and Patrick didn't get an incubator and none lasted. So we're trying. And just before everybody's like, oh, Tawny killed them. No, they were not doing well. Like Patrick, when he went to grab them, he's like, ooh, this shell's not very good. So they weren't looking too good. And then, he was only gone a couple days and I showed him the picture. He's like, oh yeah, no, those are bad. So
it needs it needs some type of incubator. That's like kind of stressful.
You're telling me the pressure. Plus, like, the fact that I'm going to have to reach my hand into their snake cage to grab out the eggs. Like,
I would be way too scared to do that.
I'm taking it as, but you would take it as a challenge and as an obstacle and you would just get over it. Like,
but that's the type of obstacle I want to overcome.
I kind of take, when life throws me things that I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, in some way and somehow it's going to help me grow. Like, this will help me get over my anxiety because, like, I know all the things I'm thinking in my head, like, won't actually happen. And so I'm like, you're going to just deal with it when it happens. Like,
yeah.
And
I like that. Tawny versus the snake.
Tawny versus the snake. Oh, it'll be interesting. So where are your plans for the summer?
So they're still kind of like in the works, I guess. I am going to Seattle in 2 weeks. Right. A lot of fun. I'm excited for that trip. And then might be going back to DC again. I need to figure that out. And then hopefully like the beach a bunch on the weekends.
Yes.
But no, it is a vacation to go to Seattle, but hopefully there will be like some type of formal, I don't know, vacation type thing. Because like when I'm in Seattle, I'll be working.
So okay.
I'll be working, but but I mean, it will still be like a vacation because I'll be somewhere else. And my friend loves to go on walks and explore new areas, so I imagine we're going to be doing a lot of that.
Ooh, that's cool. That you get to stay with a friend too.
Yes, I have a friend who just moved into a new house out in Seattle, so I'm going to stay with her.
Aw, that's super fun. I love that your friends live in a whole bunch of different states because it seems like whenever you're travel, which helps for travel because then you're not paying for a hotel. Like,
And to travel somewhere where you do have friends, so then you don't have to pay for a hotel. But
and they show you the real good places instead of just the tourist stuff. They're like, okay, I live here. Here's where we need to go.
Right, exactly. So that, I guess, after that, I haven't I'm imagining what like be that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, as of now, nothing after Seattle. The rest is still. Would like to get out to Europe, like or something, but no formal plans for that either.
I like those kind of
We'll see.
plans.
I really want to go visit my friend in London.
I still haven't made it out over there.
But we gotta figure all of that out still.
That's wild. Yeah. Europe needs to happen.
I think so.
Somewhere tropical. I haven't gone anywhere tropical since I've had my tail. So, like, I would really love...
You need a tropical... Well, I mean, you do live quite close to the...
But it's just... When the water's warm, like, I can't imagine how much I would stay out there. Because I love swimming in our ocean, but, like, you got maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. I am not out in the water for a whole hour. Like, I literally start turning purple and I'm shaking. So, like, I can't imagine in a warm... Like, I brought my tail when I went to Florida, but I was there for a wedding, so I had no time to even get to the ocean. Like, I had my tail, and every day I was like, I'm going to go to the beach. And then they were like, we have this kind of plan. You're not going to get back in time and change. No. And so it was like, and I mean, I'm there for someone's wedding. I can't be like, oh, forget about your wedding plans.
There for the wedding, like, that's obviously the priority.
So I'm still kicking myself because, you know, just warmer water and clear water. And, like, if I could swim, when I see the mermaids who are, like, swimming with the fish and stuff, I'm like, oh, my God, I want to do that.
Beach, but, like, a more tropical, maybe not your home beach this year?
Most like this year. I mean, I need to calm down. I should not say never. Like, I am up for a contest. Like, I already qualify to go to Dubai. So, like, that's definitely really far and different. So,
Wait, have to. My best friend, Freddie, the one I was talking about in London, he's in Dubai right now, and it looks amazing.
Dude, it's been on my bucket list. So the fact that I qualified for it, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make that happen, but, like, I have to go just because.
How and when would that be happening?
I don't know when the trip is yet. She just now told us that if you were qualifying for MVP, like, you have to hit it a certain amount of time. So I know last time the trip was in September, so I'm kind of thinking it'll be after summer, but we haven't been given, like, a specific month or anything yet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you've got to go to that.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
On my bucket list. I need to go everywhere. And a part of me was like, so my brother is going to spend a month in Australia for work in August. And a part of me was like, should I go visit him? But he's like, it won't be fun because, like, I'll be working and, like, just have, like, a hotel room, whatever. Like, it wouldn't be... And it's, like, really far to get there. I was like, I could make it work.
Yeah, I was just like, Maddie will make it work. Maddie will find a way.
I find a way to make it fun and whatever. But, I mean, I get it. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably not going to go abroad. At the soonest, it would maybe be, like, September, October.
Yeah. I think a lot of people... It makes sense. It's summertime. It's crazy.
Which I'm more than happy with.
That's really nice. And
Beach is a beach trip to me, and I just got a new bathing suit, so I definitely am trying to get to the beach.
ooh, I need to get a new bathing suit.
Yes. You can never have too many bathing suits.
You can't. Guys don't get that. That's like, you have enough bathing suits. What do you mean you need another
Oh,
one?
no. No such thing. Just like shoes. You can never have too many shoes either.
Well, we've went off of, yeah. So shoes, he's like, you should only have this many because like you take over the whole closet. So I gave the argument of, okay, fine. Like he said 10 pairs. And I said, well, then that's 10 pairs of sandals. Like every type of shoe then is its own.
I agree wholeheartedly. And you can tell Patrick that he's wrong. You definitely no such thing as too many shoes, and like there's just so many different occasions.
Exactly.
to
And as
wear.
and we're at the age now, my feet are not changing, so why would I not get them? He kind of lost that battle when he was in Australia for 3 months. I rearranged our closets. So basically the one in the master is a huge walk-in one, and it's just all my stuff. And like I moved all of his stuff into this.
And he's away right now, so you can't
That's what
change
I said.
it.
And he doesn't, anyone else, your husband, I hang up all of his clothes. I've seen it. And he does not, he wears the same 5 I Swear t-shirts. So I was like, I'm sick of like, I took all of his stuff that was hanging and I folded it up all nice. And I was like, you don't need to take up this much closet space. So yeah, like.
Exactly.
But I was a little worried before I did it. I was like, please don't think anything bad that like you're gone and I decided your stuff's all going like you're in the guest bedroom, sir. Like you're in timeout.
No, wholeheartedly. I mean, you never have too much space to put your shoes. Like I wish I had more space for my shoes, my clothes. You really, I mean, I love shoes. So I'm definitely like the first person to say that you really can't have too many pairs.
Like get more shoes. I love that. I don't know.
All right. Well, should we call it an early finish?
Yeah.
I know you have coming up soon to give you time to get ready for that.
That would be awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure you and me because we alternate who does our Survivor Sunday lives. And definitely message us if you want to do like a joint live with us interview. We love doing those and just connecting with everyone.
And for the joint one, you don't have to be a stroke survivor. So please don't not reach out to us because you think, oh, my story. Everyone has a story and everybody deserves to share it.
Definitely. So I hope everyone has a great year of the weekend.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next weekend.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.
If you guys want to be able, I know for replayers, if you wanted to see Maddie, we go live on Instagram. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see it in my stories, but it was on her page. So we alternate who we go live on, and me and Maddie both survived hemorrhagic strokes. So we love to get together, and it's just so interesting how different both of our recoveries have been and just everything. So please reach out to us. I know you're never alone. Hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Bye.